The relationship mechanic is out here. It's about to go down. Corner counseling is about to go down. Y'all gonna see live questions, Q&As going down right here downtown Atlanta. LA, I'm coming for you. Miami, I'm coming for you. New York, you already know I'm coming for you. Philadelphia, all them cities, I'm coming up. Question I'm posing to the people today is, do you believe therapy or counseling is needed? If so, why?
Group therapy is probably the best way to do it because you get everybody else's aspect on things. Might make you want to open up more to what's going on in your relationship, not feel so closed in, embarrassed about it.
I got these young ladies, I ain't even asking them if they want to be on here. Do you guys believe, I'm a relationship coach, I'm Jamel Jackson. I do relationship counseling coaching. So my question is to the public, I'm doing direct corner counseling today. I said I'm getting out in the community today. Do you guys believe that therapy or counseling is needed?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it keeps everything nourished. It keeps everything fresh. It keeps communication up front and open.
Okay. And you, what do you believe?
I agree. I think if my graduate thesis was that every student should receive counseling every day in school.
Do you believe therapy or counseling is needed? And if so, why?
Absolutely, especially in the Black community, specifically because we have a lot of generational trauma going on in our community and stuff. So I just feel like counseling is needed, therapy is needed for sure. My dad takes therapy because he was in the military and, you know, he has PTSD and things like that, and it helps him. I think it helps us really and truly because a lot of us have a lot of baggage that we're holding on to and things like that, and being able to talk to somebody and get that out it is refreshing.
Okay. Are you in a relationship?
No.
What happened to the previous one?
He was emotionally abusive, I guess you could say.
Okay. Are you dating now?
No,
Do you take any counseling or therapy?
not at the moment. No, I used to.
Are
Like
you looking
year
for a
ago.
beautiful community to get counseling and therapy and poured into? Do you believe that therapy or counseling is needed? If yes, then why?
For what?
Whether you're single, committed relationship, or married, do you believe that therapy or counseling is needed?
Is it needed? It depends. A lot of people have like trauma in their past that, you feel what I'm saying, that has a lot to do with that. But I don't know, it depends, man. It depends on like if it's in the honeymoon phase, no.
So let me reiterate, because a lot of people, when we hear counseling or therapy in our society and our culture, we think that there's a problem. And it's not always necessarily a problem. Sometimes you could utilize this service or counseling or therapy for preventative maintenance.
Correct.
You know? So yourself, do you go to a therapist?
Yes, I do.
How often?
Say once a month.
So you believe it's needed?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No right or wrong answer. I just want to know.
Because you know, it's like everybody need that some sort of validation. Can I put it like that? Like they already thinking it. They want to know why they think it.
Okay.
So that's what therapy is kind of.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm not in a relationship. I'm not doing this. Atlanta. We ain't doing a relationship.
What you doing?
Singing to the world.
Well, let me ask you this.
Singing to the
It's
too many.
Do you desire to be married?
So good, man. That ain't happening. Man.
Have you always had that mindset?
No. Recently changed, but
What changed it? I'm just curious.
death.
Death with the loved one you had?
No, my mother died.
And that changed your
That
commitment level for just
women.
women?
Oh man, it just changed everything.
Why?
It's dead. Though.
We're gonna talk about that in therapy.
We ain't gonna do that.
You and your little dogs. Look at these little dogs right here. You lucky I like dogs too. Hey, little doggies.
Say hey, y'all.
The question I'm asking people, I'm doing corner counseling.
Please don't ask me no questions.
The question is, listen.
Okay,
Do
what's
you
up?
believe therapy or counseling is needed? If so, why?
I believe yes, only because people need to get their mind right. That's my only answer.
Okay, let me talk to the dogs. Do y'all believe counseling is needed? What about you? Yeah, they ain't saying nothing. All right, we got it. The answer from her and from the little puppies.
Bye, y'all.
Had to put the shades on now, y'all. I'm out here with the beautiful community, digital. I'm out here with the beautiful community, Jamel Jackson, your relationship mechanic, corner counseling, a coach. So the question is, do you believe therapy or counseling is needed? If so, why?
It needed for like who exactly?
Whether individual, couple, marriage, do you believe it's needed?
Yes.
Why?
I feel like I feel like we just tend to like try to pretend like it's nothing wrong, and therapy would let you realize like the underlying things of what's going on and help you get together and get and fix stuff.
He don't even know he about to answer this question for me. That's what I'm doing. It's the corner counseling, just running up on him. Question is,
What's the question, man?
do you believe therapy is needed and why?
Absolutely.
Why?
Mental health, physical health, emotional health. You're not the expert of yourself. And what somebody else has the lens to see that you can't see that. If you don't put them glasses on, you still won't see it and you be walking in your own blindness.
Do you believe therapy or counseling is needed? And if so, why?
Me personally, I ain't grow up doing all that therapy stuff. I lived in a black household, so, you know, your mom, your dad, they really just talk to you. I ain't really have my dad in my life, though, so.
You believe it's needed, though?
You said, do I think it was needed?
Do you think it's needed?
Me personally, I think not really. I think they getting paid to just talk to somebody, you know. It's internal. You gotta really like look within to yourself and like figure things out.
Okay. The relationship coach is out on the corners today doing corner counseling. And the question is, Miss Lady, do you believe therapy is needed? If so, why?
Yes, I believe that therapy is needed because, I mean, that's the way to learn how to grow. Like, not everybody knows how to, like, grow as a person or even overcome certain things that they go through themselves. Or they don't have friends. So I think therapy is definitely important, for sure.
The relationship mechanic is out here doing corner counseling, adding value to the people. The question is, do you believe therapy is needed? If so, then why?
Indeed I do. And because like some people can't like get over with their emotional stuff. So I think therapy is like very needed.
Okay, are you taking therapy now or counseling?
No, I don't.
You don't know a place to go?
No, because like I don't really need it right now. But if I do, then yes, I will take it.
So you want to get it when something happens?
Yes.
You should start taking it now. So if something happens, then you have the tools.
Yes.
Most people only want to get therapy when there's a problem. But there's always something that we can improve upon, okay?
I see.
I told y'all I'm getting it in. I got the books out here for the people too. Listen, doing relationship coaching and counseling out here. The question is, do you guys believe therapy or counseling is needed? If so, why?
I do. I mean, I do it if you're dealing with something in your relationship, but if you're good with your spouse, then no.
So if you're good, you don't need it?
Yeah. I mean, no. Not,
If you think you need therapy, then you need therapy. I think it's necessary.
yeah.
Even when you don't have an issue?
I mean, when you ask like that, maybe.
So here's the thing. Most people believe that they need therapy or counseling or coaching when there's an issue. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you utilize it for preventative maintenance. So when an issue does arise, I have the tools and everything that I need to get out of the situation. Do any of you guys believe therapy or counseling is needed? Huh? Oh, everybody shy? They're shy? Would you say yes?
Yes.
Yes, why? Why?
It's just your mental.
Okay.
Sometimes you need that break and someone to talk to.
Okay. How about you?
It's important.
Why?
Just to keep everything functioning properly.
Functioning properly? Okay, since you answered first, Miss Lady, you're going to get a copy of this book. Boom, there you go. All right, ladies, come on, let's go over here. We got more questions. Is therapy or counseling needed? If so, why?
Sometimes you got to talk about your feelings.
Take therapy now?
Do I take therapy? Yeah, I've been taking it for like 5 years.
All right, awesome, man. Give me one. Oh. Do you believe therapy or counseling is needed? If so, why?
I don't really know. I think there's like people are feeling bad in general. And if they need help, they should seek it out. I mean...
Do you do counseling?
No. I feel like maybe I should sometimes, but no.
Do you guys believe therapy or counseling is needed? If so, why?
Like, what circumstance?
Personally, or like...
Personally, in a relationship?
Yes.
Why?
Because I think that most people struggle with communication, and therapy is a good way. It's a good way to help you achieve a deeper level of communication if you're struggling with that.
Da-da-dun. Why?
Pretty much what she said. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like nobody's perfect, and I feel like just having a third person telling you, like, oh, like, maybe it's because of, like, past trauma. I don't know, like...
There's no right or wrong answer.
No, but, like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I feel like it is needed sometimes. Like, especially if you see that person, like, if you see yourself with that person in long term, I feel like, you know, just getting the stuff fixed as soon as possible. Or not fixed, because it's not really, like, sisters.
Yeah.
It's just talking about it, like in the beginning, just so that you know how to work with that, work better with that person, and
To
then
prevent
just
the issues when they do it.
yeah.
Most people try to install the sprinklers when the fire starts. It's pretty hard to do it then. Based on the question I've been asking, do you believe therapy or counseling is needed and why? There's been a plethora of answers. People have said yes. Some people have said no. Some people are saying, I only need it when the problem arrives. However, I believe that's not a good thing, because when the problem arrives, you want to have the tools. You want to be in the best position to overcome these challenges, hurdles, issues, whatever the dilemma may be. So for now, catch me on your corner, in your city, in your state, the Relationship Mechanic, Corner Counseling, live in effect. Peace.